The final month of 2024 will be surprisingly bright for many of us, leaning more towards new beginnings rather than the conclusion of old endeavors. This trend is quite ambivalent, as traditionally the last months of the year are characterized by a general decline in intensity, and it is usually a time for collecting stones. However, December 2024 will be different. Unexpectedly, the Sun will take the lead, collaborating with other planets. This powerful planetary configuration guarantees that we will have plenty to occupy ourselves with. Substantial changes are likely in our work direction, although they will only be partly dependent on our desires. We will have to make significant efforts to use the changing circumstances for our own benefit. It will be interesting, feasible, and ultimately promising. Although, just like in the previous month, we shouldn't fixate too much on what lies ahead. We need to live in the present in its full sense. The romantic sphere will have the most significant influence on us. This aspect of our lives may turn out to be the most significant and even fateful. Moving to a new place of residence or adding a new member to the family are not the only noteworthy events that may await us during this time. However, of course, not everything will be straightforward and cloudless. Some difficulties may arise in personal relationships, but it would be better to address these nuances through concrete examples in specific areas. In terms of work, finances, and business, December 2024 may not initially seem attractive, but that is only the first impression. In reality, we will quickly understand why things are not going as planned. The business sphere will be vulnerable to various types of fraud, but with just a drop of attentiveness, we can avoid falling into the trap. In other words, although there is a risk, it will be minimal and not worth focusing on. This month is a good time to start something new, something fundamental, or to continue and give a new twist to ongoing projects. It is a favorable time to form new alliances. However, it is not advisable to rush to complete ongoing tasks and wrap up projects that have either not reached their final stage or may seem to have already passed it. In reality, from any situation at present, we can derive even greater benefits. We just need to collaborate with someone. On the other hand, if we don't have our own business, it is essential to prod the management to start implementing our own initiatives as soon as possible. This is a vivid time when it is worth planning events for the next month or two, as the vectors that you set for yourself now will remain valid for that long. Flexibility and alternative approaches are also welcomed. In the media business, for example, the most, but within reason, original ideas prevail. Regarding matters of the heart, December 2024 will undoubtedly provide challenges and opportunities for both those in relationships and those who are single. It is worth noting that the situation may unfold in a less clear-cut manner, but we simply need to navigate through it. By relying on our own honesty and kindness, we will easily achieve the best results. When it comes to finding a partner, persistence is necessary, even for the most introverted. Individual nuances will come into play, but they are not the focus now. During this period, many of us will meet people who will change our lives forever. On the other hand, we should not force ourselves on others. In general, this month will be a delicate period of life where we will need to understand at least the basics of psychology. If we lack this understanding, then seeking the support of a good friend is necessary. Friendship will play an important, but not the most crucial, role. Simply because many personal matters can only be resolved by ourselves, and outside opinions will only hinder us. Towards the end of the month, many things may resolve themselves naturally. In other words, difficult situations and problematic moments that could escalate into conflicts will neutralize themselves even without our involvement. There is no need to rely on this too much, but signs indicate that we are not alone and we have everything we need to be happy.